Welcome back to the Rhode Show. This morning in the Buzz, it's all about do-overs and mulligans and status updates and photo albums and comments. Do you ever wish you could take something back that you sent out there into cyberspace? If so, you're not alone. A poll by Marist College found that 18% of Americans have posted something to the internet that they regret. Most of those people are under the age of 45. That would be the three of us falling into that category. Most of them are guys. That would be two of the three of us on this couch. 21% of men say they posted something they wish they hadn't, compared to 15% of women. The poll also found that half of internet users believe social media sites do more harm than good.
I think a lot of them, I would say, are relationship-based. You post something maybe a little too quickly, pre or post breakup or hookup or whatever it is, and you regret
both of the ups,
saying it.
Hookups or breakups.
Yeah, but you regret saying it. You know, I've seen people write, quotes from a song that are kind of harsh sometimes too, or just, take little jabs at people that maybe afterwards they regret, and I can see why. You act so quickly.
Yeah, maybe always just wait a minute or two before you actually hit that little button. Yeah, because you might want to rethink it. You might rethink it after you or before you do it, and or you know what, maybe I shouldn't send it.
Yeah.
Just let it sit there, look at it. Yeah, maybe not. Just
Mull it over
delete
a little
it.
More.
Just get rid of it.
Let's put it this way. If the internet came out when we were in college, you and I, that is, because it came out, you were in college when it came out, I think, or Facebook was when we were in college.
Right.
I would have definitely gotten a lot more trouble than I already did get into without the internet. I just think that it's so easy to make a mistake with this day and age with this stuff and online and all that stuff. And people that try and solve their relationship problems, we're kind of going down this road right now. The people that try and solve their relationship problems online are nuts. Why would you even go do that? I mean, it's crazy.
I think a large portion of things that people regret too are photos. You post all these photos and you think, oh, that was fun, and then you look back at them again and you're going, oh my gosh, that was embarrassing, or that just looks so wrong. I know a lot of athletic teams in particular, they'll post pictures up and then boom, they're in violation of a million different things. They're banned from games, they're banned from seasons, so that of course is a huge regret because you're being punished for it.
All right, let's get right to it then. Have you posted anything online, TJ, that you later regretted?
Little comments, we're like, maybe that was a little off color or something like that. And thank God for Facebook, you can go in and click that little X and get that out of there.
I didn't mean to do that.
How about you? Of course not.
No, I'm sure there's been things that maybe even worded wrong. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah, that's the downfall of it. I mean, sometimes you type something on and maybe
someone takes it differently.
There's no sarcasm on social media sites.
I need a sarcastic font or something like that, so that we read it like that. But I'm actually surprised that this number isn't higher.
Yeah, the only thing that I did when I first was introduced to Facebook a couple of years ago, and I didn't understand the difference between messages and posting something on the wall. So I posted something on the wall that I intended to send to somebody else, that someone else then informed me. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't a picture of me swinging from a chandelier in my boxer briefs or anything crazy like that. But it was just like
something that you wanted just that one person to see, not all their friends.
Then my wife pointed out to me that you realize now that the 727 friends that you have already just saw what you did, and I didn't realize what it was. So that's kind of the gray area that I got past. But since then, I've behaved myself. It wasn't even that bad.
Keep it that way.
You too?
It's a learning curve.
It is a learning curve. And the other thing, too, is with our job, and with any job, really, but with our job, there's, this kind of morality clause, and you have to live up to a certain standard where if you do something, like I wouldn't put pictures, I don't party as much as I used to, but if I wouldn't post pictures of me, doing funnels or shots at a bar. Not that I do those sort of things on my Facebook because of what we do for a living. I mean, you just can't.
Well, especially now, so many employers and employees, and vice versa.
Many professional people do that, and they end up regretting it afterwards.
Yep. Don't farve it. Just never farve it. No.
Don't what?
Farve it.
What's that mean?
You like Brett Favre.
What did Brett Favre do?
Brett Favre and.
I'm not familiar with that story. You'll have to explain it to me.
Google it. It's a term. Google it. Google it.
Courtney spends a lot of time on her computer. And
that went over my head.
Brett Favre it. I don't know.
I thought you said another word.
Google Favre and what not to do with computers.
I'll have to keep everybody tuned in on the live blog. We actually do have some folks who regret some of the things they post online, so we'll hear from that. It's actually on our Facebook page, ironically. But here we'll start on the live blog. And Tripp says, I'm sure I have posted things I regret on the internet, but I try to live by the rule of not to post anything on the internet that I wouldn't want to see on a billboard in the middle of Times Square. And E-Rock says, I've made a couple of comments that I went back later and deleted, but for the most part, I don't have any regrets about anything online. Here is the poll. So what type of posting do you find you regret more? A, some of my status or Twitter updates. B, photos that I thought were a good idea. Or C, comments I leave for other people. We've also got the story there posted on foxprovidence.com if you want to read a little more about that Marist College poll. Here's a look of our Facebook page, and Diana Cohn says, I don't regret any posts I make online. I live by one rule. If it's something I wouldn't want my boss or grandmother to read, I won't post it. Ashley Evans says, I have a tendency to post too much, and I regret 50% of the stuff I post. And Angie Bermuda says, when I'm having a bad day, I tend to vent online. It is a pet peeve of mine, she said, but she is being a little more careful about what she says and who sees it. So we will see what you all regret most in our poll, and we'll compare that to the Marist College poll at the end of the show. We're going to go